Okay, so you have an instrument into your channel selection, and you might be wondering, how can I use the different parameters of the MIDI, such as the note pan, or the note velocity, or the release, or the aftertouch, or all these different things. And mostly you're just going to be using the pan and the velocity for most things. Note release I've never really used, so I don't really know what it does. But you can also use channel panning, channel volume, or channel pitch. And all you're really doing in that thing, in those, are you're creating like an automation where if you, let's say you had the pan up and you had blank in here, and then you dragged up and then dragged down, that would cause your volume overall to increase at whatever rate it would be, and then to decrease at the same exact rate as you put it down if you have the same slope and all that. But you can go crazy and do different patterns and such. But with pan, you can see that it'll do different sides. It probably won't do it for this because it's drums, but you'll probably be able to hear it, maybe. I don't think it did it, but if it did, it just changes from left to right. Rather than being in the center, the exact center, it will be off to the left or to the right. And then with note velocity, which is mostly what you're going to be using with drums, you'll see that I'll have, like, not all of them are at the exact same velocity. Some of them are lower, and then some are really low, and then some are really hard, like the snare. And then in the fill, you can see that it's not exactly the same thing. That's a rock thing, but if you're into metal, it'll be, you can keep it all the way up. But it's better to have a little bit of variation. Like in all different types of music, you can have different variation of hard and soft hitting things, so that way it's not all sounding robotic. And just so you can hear what I'm talking about with the velocity, I've pre-programmed a beat for you to hear, and here it is. So you can hear that it's like not all the same exact hard hitting level. And that is how you can use the different MIDI selection tools to change up your beats or your MIDI notes. You can do the exact same thing in 3x OSC. You can just bring it up in piano roll, and you can hear that if you just put in something. You can see that if you change it, the velocity, which is the parameter that I'm under, you can see that if I change the velocity, it'll sound different. And if you do pan, it'll definitely work on this one. You can hear that it will change the side of the spectrum of your hearing, or what you want to call it. It'll change your perception of the note in your stereo field, so that your stereo field will be shifted when the note gets played, and this is what it sounds like. And that's what it sounds like.